Welcome to Enforest Studios. Another exciting moment. Like I always say, we always bring the gurus, the biggest minds in sports. I call them the mastermind. And today we'll be talking with somebody who has been there in Nigerian sports. He's been president of Athletic Federation of Nigeria, currently the president of bobsleigh in Nigeria, and first vice the Nigerian Olympic Committee. He was also a former commissioner in Delta State. Commissioner with very powerful portfolio. When I say sports, it was sports with a difference. He created the growth of sports currently going on in Delta State. They've dominated the National Sports Festival year in, year out, the youth games year in, year out. But somebody sowed those seeds. Ladies and gentlemen out there, let me welcome Chief Solomon Ogba.
Thank you, Felix. How
Good
are
to
you?
see you.
Thank you.
Well done. Yeah, sports in Nigeria. I'll start general before we go down to your, how do you see it? Do we still have any future?
Yeah, I think...
If you look at the last time we won an Olympic gold, it's been forever.
no, well, in Tokyo. In Tokyo. We won 2 medals in Tokyo.
Okay.
I think at a point, I personally, me and some of my friends, will begin to feel that we've lost it all. We begin to feel that way because what happened in Paris was terrible. We know that the days where a country as big as Nigeria with tremendous potentials go and buy sports wears, jerseys, tracksuits to go to the Olympic.
Something fundamental.
It's wrong.
Okay.
So we said, no, that can't happen. And because I was involved in the Olympic Committee, we were able to get a company called Actively Black, a US company. And they agreed. We signed all the MOUs to provide the kits for Nigeria without paying for it.
Okay.
But we had agreements that we are going to also use their ceremonial wares, which they also provided free.
Okay.
But the administrators...
Thought otherwise?
Yes, they went to buy PIC.
Okay.
They went to pay
To
for
buy
PIC.
pick.
They went to pay to get the ceremonial wares. Later, PIC said they gave Nigeria free.
Okay.
So that was really very little.
Okay.
So we lost up.
Okay.
And the president, in his wisdom, brought Shehu as chairman. We said, oh, something's happening. Then they brought Bukola Olokpade, someone who has been president of a federation, who has also been commissioner.
In Ogun State?
In Ogun State, and well-bred too, trained in Warri, and born in Ughelli, trained in Warri. So he has the understanding of how we view sports. So we said, okay, let's see what happens. So we said, and in a few months, they started churning out policies and actions that will actually turn our sports around. And we've seen that. In many of our sports, we've done very well. Just 2 days ago, we won a bronze medal in taekwondo at world level.
We did. First time in about 18 years or
Yes.
thereabouts, yeah?
So, and we've seen a lot of that in many of the sports.
Okay.
So we said, oh, so we got it back. We said, okay, let's support them and see what we can do. And then the issue of the podium board also came up because people don't care whether we win anything or not. We go to, because they don't ask them anything. You go to the Olympics, they give you 10 billion. You come back without a medal, and nobody asks a question. So that was what we've been going. That's what we went through over the past years. But now there's a podium board headed by a veteran Olympian, Yusuf Ali,
yeah.
former chairman of the Sports Commission for Edo State. He knows what, and all the members that have populated the podium board, and they are working day and night.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're working day and night and using data to pilot what we need to do. Yes, we agree that we need to give support to athletes too, but what support? Who are the athletes we are supposed to give this support? Athletes that can be on the podium.
Okay.
The Olympic is not inter sport. It's not sports for amateurs. It's sports for elite athletes at the highest level. So all that has been put in place, and we now say, okay, the hope is back.
Okay, so we keep hope because in Nigeria we always say, hey, it's always in the pipeline. I hope one day we'll get out of that pipeline and actually start achieving things. You did quite a lot in Delta State when you were commissioner, and I think that is what the state is still reaping.
Yes, what we did, there was a time I sent a memo. I was trying to do a memo to ESCO. And when I went to cabinet office, everybody seems to want to help. Because the answer, when in my days I was a goalkeeper. Some would say, oh, I was a center back, you know. So I realized that nearly everybody in the circle
At sports background.
Sports background. And they were willing to. I said, okay, we're going to catch this. So what we did, we tried to get sports back to the schools. And my friend, Chief Igota Amori, was commissioner for education. So what he handed over school sports to me. So we worked with the game masters in all the schools, made sure that schools had inter sports. Then we also made sure that there was local government sport festival, then zonal festival, which is like the senatorial thing, then the state sport festival. Even without a tartan track, we ran on a cinder track.
Okay.
That was where we discovered Olusoji Fasuba.
Yeah, great athletes.
Yes, and became African record holder. Yeah, you know. So that is the kind of things we did. Then there was that competition between schools, between regions. I could not see organizing secretaries who will now lobby to go to certain local government, talk to all the politicians there, talk to all the people there to bring money to fund. So it was not just about the sports council again. It was about a bragging thing.
So there was an interest.
Yeah, that was interest. So that is how we build the interest. Then we involve all the wives of the local government chairmen, all the wives of the House of Assembly members, wives of commissioners, using the first lady to drive that. That is the Nkoyo Bori.
I remember that, yeah.
She also started our own athletics team. People will go to Calabar, go to Lagos. People were wanting to, they'll ask you, when is the next event? And their husbands were very supportive. They allowed them to go. You know, so that is why when we come to the sport festival, when you see the Delta contingent, it's not only about the athletes. We come in our full regalia, in our attires. Everybody wants to be part of it. The interest grew up. And the result is history today. That is why, and they know there are states that should not beat us. If some state beat us, they say no.
There's something wrong.
There's something wrong. But if Edo State, that's why we came from the same compound. Yeah. We have the same understanding. So that is what really happened. And I think we can replicate that in other states where the interest, because every part of this country had one form of sports or the other. Every part of this country.
That they have comparative advantage. Yeah.
So we just need the right persons to get them to like it, to get them to also bubble in it, and let them brag with what they can do.
Okay, interesting. Of course, let's look at, I know you know everything about sports in Nigeria. You're in the NOC. But let's talk about your pet child, bobsleigh. How is it coming up?
Very well, very well. With the first year we started, we took the world by storm, and we made it to the Olympics. We became the first African country to be at the Olympics. The Winter Olympics. Yes. And everybody, we everywhere, and we got global attention. Visa came on board to support us. Even in Nigeria Breweries was very helpful. travel starts, provided all the tickets the athletes use, business class to the Olympics. Access Bank, they were very helpful. Many other brands, they supported us. And when we got it, we didn't win, but it was just like Cool Running, the Jamaicans, when they made it first, to the World Championships in bobsled. And we were very happy. Everybody wanted to talk to the athletes. The Prime Minister of Norway, I remember, sought audience.
With the athletes?
Yeah, with the athletes. So everywhere. The mention was huge. Helen DeGeneres show in the US had them on, and it was big. Then it went down.
Yeah.
Now we're recalibrated. And today, as I speak, the 4 athletes will be at the Olympics for bobsled alone. Okay. And that is very good. And of the 4 athletes, 2 will come from Nigeria. Because people will ask, where is the ice?
Where are the athletes?
Where the ice?
Diaspora?
No, yeah, but two
which is
trained
great,
here in Lagos.
Nice.
2 trained here in Lagos will be in the Olympics.
When you say 2 train here, this is a temperate region.
Okay.
And then we're going
I will explain that.
So how does it work?
I will explain that. Bobsleigh and skeleton, 60% is actually athletics training.
Okay.
So you can train in a temperate region.
Yeah.
Then they have gone to Pyeongchang in South Korea to also train in ice 2 years ago. Okay. So they've had the ice experience. And they are very good in the push. By the time we attend the push world championship, we are going to do well because we have everything. These are former athletics athletes.
Oh, okay.
And so that is the strategy. If you look at Jamaica, the same. If you look, Lolo Jones.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so the foundation's athletics. I'll give you an example. Because I try to discuss this with even the DG. He said, where's the eyes? I said, look, when we went to the Olympics in 2018, all the athletes came from Houston. And Houston does not have ice.
Ice, yeah.
So when they talk about it, I say, oh, they're all from Houston. The city of Houston was very happy about it and gave us, the federation, a commendation for putting Houston
in the world map.
Okay. A congressional letter of appreciation was given to us. We still have it. Okay. And that was presented to our late President Buhari at the UN Congress in India. So that is what we are. So, and how many countries in the world, even with eyes, have the facilities to do bobsled skeleton? How many? There are not many.
That's quite interesting. So you're very optimistic. Yeah, you're at the NOC, and there used to be this, what they call Olympic Solidarity Fund. Yeah. Is that fund still available?
Yeah, it is.
And Nigerian athletes taking advantage?
Yeah, many athletes get it, but it's not enough. It's like $12,000 a year. Okay. You need more than $12,000 to make any good impact at the Olympics. But we still benefit from it. Even in bobsled, we have one athlete who is benefiting from it.
That's good.
Yeah. For athletics, many of our top athletes benefit from it. Okay. It's $1,000 a month. But you have
so the federation need to back up with additional or sponsorship. You have to come up with some other fund.
You see,
at least that's some seed money.
Unfortunately, our companies have not seen the need to support ventures that can create calmness and peace. Sports is one venture. I tell people, anytime you have a major national event, check the crime rates. We tested it in Delta. We used to host everything. When we hosted, Mike Itamagwa will tell you, when we hosted the African Women Championships.
In Warri?
Yes, in Warri, AWC. The crime rate in Delta was 0. I remember the area commander told us that one of the main criminals they know
was watching.
He bought a ram to give as a present. I said, where did you get this one from? I said, I did security in this championship and I made money. Everybody who could have caused some problems
were engaged.
We're engaged.
Interesting.
So that is an area I think government must focus on. And they must let them look at the data.
Okay.
What happened during the National Sport Festival in Ogun State, for instance? What was the crime rate?
Yeah.
Then if that is the corporate Nigeria, if you want a simmered environment for your business to thrive, support sports. All over the world, even in South Africa, when they sponsor, they will say proudly sponsored by. They are not giving you a handout or giving
CSR. It's not
yes,
CSR.
yes, it's not
It's
CSR.
value.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It is something you contribute to the of the well-being of the country, and also for the environment to be relaxed, for businesses to thrive, and for people to feel very comfortable living in this environment. So I think they should do more. They should support sports and do it properly, and do it with pride.
That they are doing
that.
that.
We are doing it. Not that somebody's begging, and you look at practically those in brands and comes. You know, they should not see it as if we are doing somebody one favor.
Well, I think, again, you have to look at a lot of dynamics, because the government agencies don't even help some of these companies. Even when you try to do, a few companies have tried, and they want to say, okay, fine, this is a part of our expenses. And they'll say, no, to hell with you. There has been these policies around tax exemptions and all that if you are doing this for sport. I think it's time for us
The laws are there.
Yeah.
The laws are there.
Advantage.
Let me tell you, the laws are, the truth is that many companies in Nigeria, they know how to circumvent taxes.
Okay.
So they are not interested in this tax rebate. They know how to circumvent it. Ordinarily, that is is something they should dive.
So with the new tax policy of the government, don't you think now it will be more attractive to do sports?
Of course.
And get value?
Of course,
than
of
just
course,
paying
of course. That is why for me, I'm in with the new tax policy that has just been put, you know. Because if you do this properly and you get value for what you do, and you know, you want to continue doing it.
Okay.
But many companies are fraudulent. They know how to beat the system.
Right. The federation election just ended on a final note.
Yeah.
Do you think we have the right people currently in place that can make a difference?
I was in Abuja for 1 week trying to help to make sure things. The caliber of persons I saw blew my mind.
Okay.
Because, and the contest. Look at tennis, for instance. You have the former chairman of FIRS.
Okay.
Contesting, and you know our history, you know, the things he brought on, you know our history. Then you see someone like Victor O'Shea, a lawyer and an engineer, digging it out. And the two of them, nobody agreed to step down for.
I mean, they should go to the battlefield.
No, they did. They did, and
I
mean, the rest is history. You saw that. I saw the Controller General of Customs.
Contest.
He was in Egypt trying to come. 2 flights. One, after 30 minutes, they had technical issues. They returned back. The second flight came. After some time, they said one door was not locked. They went back. Ordinarily, some people will just
say, no, I'm not going, but he still came.
He still came.
Okay.
That is commitment. Then look at even the Minister of Finance for boxing. And these are sports where we have comparative advantage.
No, to be honest, when you talk, people say he's Minister of Finance. I say, no, he has always been part of boxing.
Yeah.
I've engaged with him a lot of times because of boxing. He has always been part of the GoTV Boxing Challenge in Lagos. He never missed any, except now that he's the Minister for Finance. But really, I'll say Chief Solomon Ogba will get you back very soon again for more exposed and exciting interview to look at deep dive into our sports and what the future holds. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for
Felix.
coming on board.
Thank you.
Always a great pleasure to talk with a colossus in sports, Chief Solomon. He's been there for decades, pushing. And really, I'm not saying he's making anything out of it. It has been a selfless service to humanity. Have a pleasant day and goodbye.